My name is Katlego Baaitse, and welcome to Existential.Kulture. Let's talk about the power of circular storytelling. The beginning is the end is the beginning. One part of the story weaves into the next, and the before and the after, and what you end up having is a real mind fuck, for a lack of a better word. There have been some amazing films that have played around with this. 12 Monkeys is one of them, but the one that I really want to talk about a little bit today is Predestination from 2014, which really is mind-bending in the way it happens. There's a temporal agent who has one last assignment, is stopping a bomber in New York, 1975, I think it is, and the way the story takes place is like a snake eating its own head. The agent becomes his own enemy in a way, and the paradox of time travel really plays in really well here.
7 years will have passed.
The paradox of being. And part of what inspired this was conceptually, my son asked me, Papa, how is time? Not what, but how. And of course, you have to explain it to a child in a childlike way, right? While respecting that they are a free-thinking being and, will grasp concepts somewhat. We discussed things and we were like, you can't go back to time, but you can think about it. So it's all in your mind. It's all in our own minds. It's on everybody's mind. We can never physically go back to time. So it's all a concept. It's an idea. It's a collective memory. Time is a collective memory and it's a perception, because you can't go to it in the future. You cannot physically move yourself towards time, but you can exist in time in the future. So yeah, it becomes a real paradoxical thought process where time doesn't exist really, it's a perception, and it's really fun to see this play out in movies. Another place where you see this play out is in Arrival by Denis Villeneuve. I can't say his name, but I love this man. Everything he drops is an absolute banger. In Arrival, the film starts with a memory.
By its order.
The memory of a mother and her child. And we see that as a tragedy happened to this child. She passed away from an unknown disease. Perfect moment to tell you the spoilers ahead for Arrival. The aliens come down, and this is not to go off on a tangent, but also another thing that happens here in Arrival is the idea of object permanence. Is that because we perceive something's existence, it turns our world upside down. Getting distracted here. This is about time and how the circular storytelling can work. Firstly, I love the design of the alien's speech, that circular motion, and also speaks to their language, how their language is circular. But what also happens is because their language is circular, because these aliens don't have a perception of time the same way we do, their language and the way they see things is all circular. So we discover, while watching the movie, we discover that memory she saw was a memory from the future, which the aliens, her interactions with the aliens helped her perceive.
I used to think this was the beginning of your story.
So because she can perceive this future where she has this child that she loves, she also has the perception of the love she feels, right? She's presented with a question. If you know that you will have a child and that child will inevitably suffer from an incurable disease and die at a young age, 17, 16, 18 or something like that, would you still have a child? She made this choice by herself without telling her partners, what we discover in the film, but it's still such a powerful way to tell a story, using a memory from the future to make a decision in your present. And I'm going to mention the ultimate twist in circular storytelling with Attack on Titan, when Eren and his brother, I don't even know, whenever I try to break this down to people, I always get tripped up. He travels in the memories of the past thanks to his brother because of the power of the Titans, right? Watch the series if you haven't watched it, it'll explain that better. But he travels into the memories of the past. But in traveling in the past memories, he's able to affect the future because he speaks to somebody who also has the power to perceive memories of the future. And again, I'm not doing this justice, but this is the power of circular storytelling, where it just really a snake eating its own head, where it feels like a universe collapsing in on itself, starts to make you think about the meaning of life and existence. The power of circular storytelling is something that really is a powerful way to tell a story in a way that can mindfuck the audience. That's something I really want to try and do in some of my works going forward. I've done it a little bit to comedic effect, however, in the PI Diaries. Little plug for myself right there. That's the power of circular storytelling. This is Existential Culture. Let's get it.
you.